The Vasconcelos family had always been one of the wealthiest and most influential in this Portuguese region, with deep roots in politics and a long history of shaping the country's future. For generations, they had taken care of the region they called home, using their wealth and power to maintain their hold on the local economy and the political landscape. But in the 1980s, everything changed. As the dictator Salazar's regime crumbled, the Vasconcelos family's dirty secrets were exposed to the world. It was revealed that they had been involved in all manners of corruption and bribery, using their wealth and influence to bend the rules to their own advantage. When the new government came to power, they were swift to bring the Vasconcelos family to their justice. The family was sued and accused of numerous crimes, and it became clear that their days of ruling Portugal were over. Faced with ruin and disgrace, the family made a desperate decision. They packed their bags and fled the country, leaving behind all they had known and loved. They never returned to Portugal again, disappearing into the shadows of history as they sought to escape the consequences of their actions. Come along with us as we journey through the Vasconcelos family forgotten home, left behind for 4 decades, and discover the stories that lie within.
Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I'm Leslie, behind the camera like usual, Mr. Danny.
Hello everyone.
And we are ready to document another fascinating palace in the country of Portugal. This place has been abandoned for 4 decades. And like you heard just a moment ago, the story is just incredible. A story of bribery, a story of eviction, of being sued by the government, and the family literally had to flee this house in an instant, otherwise they would be financially ruined for their whole lives. We have no clue where the family ended up in, but their house is still here and everything is still left for us to show you. Let us take you on a tour throughout here. Let us show you everything that has been left behind. Starting with this wonderful corner over here and these antique furnishings that are left behind. Look at this, Danny. I absolutely love this upholstery chair.
It's beautiful.
Very typical for Portugal. Spider webs are all over it. Wow. The spiders now live in the house.
Yeah.
Seeing from the wall over here. Jeez. Jose, the owner, was definitely a heavy smoker because there are ashtrays everywhere throughout the house, and you can see already 2 beautiful ashtrays actually standing here. Portuguese history, a sailing country. I'm right about that, right?
Yep.
You guys conquered the world. You guys
Through
found
the sea.
new lands.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's true.
Cabinet for his work. We are actually ending up in his bureau. I haven't said that yet, but this was Jose, his working area. Here he conducted all of his governmental work, his bad quote-unquote governmental work, because he was not a very nice person, as we can believe from the new government. We don't know the exact course of event, of course, but yeah, he didn't fled for no reason. Look at everything that's left here, jeez. Look how this letter has been stamped, like sealed with the stamp. Like, how do you call this, what I put underneath here? This residue and then a stamp on top of it?
I have no idea.
This comes from Lisbon and Portugal. And what is it exactly?
Service of information and how do you say when you complaint? Complaint.
Yeah, complaint, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow, complaints. Jeez. Even more letters down here.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at this crest that is on here. Jeez. The type of writing, it's very interesting.
This is the old Portuguese way of writing.
It says 1686 on there, Danny.
Wow.
Oh my God, is this letter that old? And then we have José on there. That's the owner of the place.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a rewritten letter of something out of a book or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I show just one thing because I noticed, and this is too beautiful not to show. This looks like a normal paper, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say anything.
It has like
It has
a stamp in here.
a stamp in here, which is to pay taxes.
It also has something in the middle. Look at that.
No, you cannot see it. You have to turn around to the light. This is the only way you can see that the photo is the paper is authentic.
Wow.
This
It's
is
like
how-
money. Like inside of money.
This was to pay taxes for cars and houses.
Mind blown. That's crazy. There are even more very interesting books left here on the table. For example, this Portuguese encyclopedia, probably a book that's hundreds of years old and has been in this family literally forever. Wow. Look how beautiful it is. That's how the start of the book, the start of the first letter of the word, the F. And they completely designed it.
Wow.
Love it. It looks also like José liked to collect some stamps, as you can see in his free time. There are a lot of stamps left behind here. And I think these are books about stamps, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
These are all books about stamps. So that was probably one of his hobbies besides working in the government.
Oh. You see this?
Portugal.
No, Portucale.
Portugal.
This is the old way of saying Portugal.
Oh yeah, this book is from 1933, before the war. August of 1933. Jeez. Wow, wonderful. Definitely, because he also worked in the government and he was very rich. He knew a lot about geography, probably traveled the world as well, went to different countries to do important governmental stuff. Oh, this was his desk. This is where the man used to sit, used to reside, used to conduct all his work. Oh, that's a beautiful chair. Jeez.
Magnificent.
Love the upholstery on there. And then his half-eaten head over the many decades, 40 years, approximately 40 years, animals and everything has been eating away on what he left behind. Might this have been him? It doesn't look very important. No, not to say that this man is not important, but it doesn't look like somebody from the government, I would say.
No. And this kind of resembles something from the government. Prémios governador.
Yeah.
It's something about prices, the governance.
Lots of things, artifacts left on the wall. Lovely fan on the wall over there. And we got another world map. Very old school world map, I would say. Very traditional one, how they used to make them back in the time. And then nativity scene. The figures of the nativity scene are left over here. I love how they are made. They're probably all hand painted and handmade.
Yep.
And
My grandmother has those.
oh, Danny, this drawer, jeez. Isn't that just magnificent? Every single drawer in here has its own keyhole so you can individually lock them up, probably to store very important governmental documents back in the day. And the spider webs have taken over the top one of these drawers. Wonderful. I was also looking at this side over here.
Completely full.
There are probably some very big spiders in here, but I cannot see them. This is literally a sign of decades of abandonment. Another cabinet filled with important books, very literatured people, as you can see. And even the smell that comes out of this piece is wonderful. That's my most favorite thing when I go to abandoned places. You come inside and you're like, I'm home.
Yeah, there's this particular smell, yeah.
Very, very particular. Beautiful white door on this side that leads us into the grand hallway of this place. And somebody is staring at me in the corner. Hey, miss. what are you doing over there? She literally looks at you from every single angle.
Yep.
Mrs. Mona Lisa. And it's way better viewing over here than in the Louvre. Last month I was in the Louvre in France, and there were literally 1,000 people in front of the Mona Lisa. Of course, probably, maybe this is the real one. Who knows?
Maybe, who knows?
It's lovely. Completely decayed over the years. Wow. Yellow hallway over here. Actually, really love it. It's different. It's not not a lot of crown molding and stuff like that, but in general, a very beautiful hallway, I would say.
The hallway, the yellow hallway with the skylight, it's to make it more warm, a warm light.
Yeah, exactly. Completely falling apart. I think they would come here to make some phone calls on this side. Probably the only place in the house where a telephone would be back in the time. Even not in José's office, we cannot see a telephone. He also left a lot of stamps behind over here. What's this?
That's a ruler to measure the stamps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because stamps, they literally have a specific metric.
Oh yeah, I see. That's lovely.
You see, you put, let me see if I can find the stamp. It has holes. I'm shaking. It has holes and you just put the holes on these dots.
Incredible information, Danny. Thank you very much.
I'm a collector, I know.
And of course also an ashtray over here, so when you were calling you could also still keep smoking. People were addicted. Yeah. Then telephone over here. I love these types of telephones. Have a look at the letter that we have over here next to the telephone. That's most definitely from the children. Have I told you already that there used to live, seven children, am I right? Or 9 children?
No, 7.
7 children, 2 parents, and one maid inside of this house. Look at that. And one of the children, probably one of the youngest ones, made this drawing. He was probably learning the numbers. Yeah, and then he drew a Portuguese church. This. Those are memories. Those are real memories. Glasses next to the phone, so you can look up the numbers and stuff like that. Wow. Not to forget in the hallway, of course, and in every Portuguese house that we ever encounter, there are chests. And inside of those chests are mostly blankets. Oh, look at that lovely blanket. But I was already looking at the outside of this chest, Danny. Look at that. Wow. You can see that it has been standing like this literally forever, because this side has always been to the wall. You can see the dust on top of here.
And on top of the blanket also.
Exactly. And for 40 years, dust has been collecting here, but dust never came to this side. So this piece is completely preserved, as you can see.
You can see him better from here.
The difference between the two sides. Even on this side, because this is flat. Oh, wow. I love the carvings on this one.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely. And then we got another more traditional chest, I would say.
Yeah.
One that would be taken on conquerors around the world.
What is he gonna have?
What do you think?
I think blankets. Yep.
Exactly. Oh no,
Some
there's
clothes.
even a pair of shorts in here.
Yeah, some clothes.
Yeah, a little bit of clothes. I love that it has a little bit of upholstery on here, or a little bit of weaving on the top. This reminds me really of, I'm just gonna say it, a pirate chest.
Yeah.
Look behind you, Danny. The stained glass arch window or doorway. And like we mostly see in Portuguese houses, the curve, the arch is very prominent in the houses. That's a typical Portuguese design element of these places, especially in the grand places and the palaces. This is very common. I love the colors that they used on here. The green, the white, very nice contrast. Wow. Let's now get our journey further to this side of the house. Lovely doorways over here can lead us into the next section. Also a wonderful section of the house. I love the walls over here. Look at that. Oh, it's not real. That's painted.
No. Yeah.
Wow, looks very real. Very realistic. This room is completely empty. I'm not gonna bother you with that. But over here, yes, look at this. It's the hallway of, sorry, the bathroom of the house. Wow, love the bathtub that we have in here. Danny, even after 40 years, the towel is still neatly hanging on the side. I think it's dry by now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Wow, the sink has been broken. Oh, even the toothbrushes and everything is still in there. Jesus Christ. Wonderful. The tiled walls as well. The green tile on there.
Yep.
Oh yes. This brings us into the first bedroom of the house, a downstairs bedroom. Because there were so many children in every single section of the house, they needed to make bedrooms with 7 children and 2 parents, of course. Even if you have a palace, that's a lot. Yeah. Actually, my father used to be with 9 children at home, and they had a smaller home than this one. I will link the video of my granddad's house that I filmed after he passed away. I made a beautiful memory of him up here, and then you can see my father's home where he used to sleep, and it's absolutely crazy how they crammed 9 people in that house. Because this is a palace, and you're gonna see every single room is occupied in here.
Yeah.
Cabinet. All the clothes are still in there. Look at this wonderful dress, very typically Portuguese, I would say, especially with the dots down there.
Yeah,
especially,
yeah.
Lovely coat, the coat hangers as well. They look like a cross. Beautiful. Design up there, also a very important thing to point out in these cabinets. Sorry, closets. I'm getting it wrong.
Yeah.
And then we have the bed. The same design at the top over there, still made after all these years. Is this a traditional Portuguese dress?
Not really.
Because I would say it's more from South America or from Spain or something. The red in there. That's just my thought process,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I have no idea, actually.
Here we have another bed, so maybe 2, maybe 4 children used to sleep in this house, but in this room. But I think 2 because they were a very wealthy family, and they had a bit more privacy as well. Even the handbags of the woman, perhaps maybe the man and the woman slept in this room. We are not 100% sure about that. The shoes still neatly standing in front of there. Are these lady shoes? Looks like it, right? The gold on there.
They're very shiny. I don't know.
Yeah, probably lady shoes. Oh, we got a diploma over here. Yeah, Danny, I think this was the room of the lady because it says over here, that's the wife's name, Maria, and this is actually a diploma for this, from the Singer Sewing Machine Company. And what does it say on here?
It says that she got a course on molds, cuts, and sewing of dresses with the system of Singer.
Wow. November 1948. That's absolutely amazing. You could literally get a course from the Singer Sewing Machine Company to learn how to sew things.
Amazing.
There are a ton of pictures on this vanity.
Wow.
Look at that. A beautiful Portuguese lady over here. She's absolutely wonderful. Oh, and this man. Might this have been José? Who knows? And then, what's he doing? He has a trumpet in his hand.
I have no idea.
Jeez. So many pictures of the children with the dog. Wow, the baby in the crib, Danny. Wow. Look at this. I think this is the outside of the palace. Oh my God.
The village, wow.
Let's see what we have over here. Oh, what a cutie.
Yeah.
And they were, of course, one of the first people ever to make photographs. So that's why you see these very old photographs in these Portuguese palaces. There's a name written on the back here. And this is definitely the front entrance of the palace.
Wow.
Lovely. This is probably Maria.
Beautiful.
And oh, this might have been a family picture of some sort.
Yeah.
Not a complete family, but a big bunch of them.
Yeah. Again.
This one. Oh, I love it. The vanity with Everything still left on top of there. The combs, the cups. Still look good. I didn't do my hair today. And here's another purse. Okay, let's go further. Before we go further throughout the house, there's one more thing I have to talk about, and that we can see over here. So this is a very old palace, of course, and all the electricity has been added on later and attached to the house. As you can see, there are lines running everywhere on top of the walls. There's a big boy on top of there. For people that don't like spiders, look away. Wow, it's an enormous. He understood his house. But you can see all the electricity switches and everything is left in this place. It's built on top of everything. Okay. Here we come into the living room of the place. Come inside. Have a look at this room. But first, wow, oh my God. 40 years.
Pointing at the floor.
4 decades have taken its toll on this house. The beautiful ceiling up top is falling apart and crumbling down. It's a surprise that this painting over there is still hanging.
Yep.
It's barely hanging on, I believe. And
I think it got stuck.
Yeah.
With all the mold.
Wow. Ooh. How do you call this exactly? It's these...
I have no idea the name.
Me neither, but they are beautiful. And then we come into the grand living space of this house, where 10 people, in exact 9 people and 1 maid, used to reside in the evening, socialize, be together. They had one little television there in the corner. And as you can see, this room has been emptied out a lot. So when they fled the country, they took everything with them very quickly and then immediately left the house without ever being seen again. I cannot even imagine something like that. Danny, that ceiling. Wow, that wooden ceiling, so typical from Portugal. I love also the design in there, the dark and the light wood.
Also very typical.
Yeah, and there used to be some sort of a chandelier hanging here in the middle. Wow. There's one couch left behind with a ton of books on there. All very old books that we have over here. Problemas sociais? Sociais. And that's the social problems, of course, and talking about how to solve them probably. So being in the government, this was an important book to have, but they probably didn't do a very good job of that. I'm sorry. And then on the wall here, we have a couple of tapestries, but this is very interesting as well. There are a lot of empty hooks on the wall, and back in the day there might have been a lot of medallas and trophies and something like that that they got from their work in the government. A lovely tapestry on the wall here of 2 lions. It's like a symmetry. Look at that.
Yep. Yeah.
Wonderfully made. And this one is by far my favorite out of the house. The Last Supper tapestry. Wow, isn't that just magnificent?
You know what the crazy part is?
No.
This is to look like a tapestry, but it's just a carpet.
Is it really?
Yeah, and the lions also.
Oh yes. It's just a floor carpet, you're
Yeah.
right. They just hang it up like that.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be on the floor, it's supposed to be on the wall.
But it's lovely.
But it's a carpet, yeah.
It definitely belongs on the wall.
Yeah.
Wow. This cabinet has seen its best day.
Yeah.
Everything has
Decay.
literally fallen out of it. I think the shelves broke down and then all the books fell on the floor and then I have been lying here for a very, very long time. Wow. Magazines on top. Look at this bust of this man. Wow. You guys love your things. Is this wallpaper in here?
Yeah,
Little
it's just the back.
frame of wallpaper. Oh, you think it's just the back?
Yeah, there's something missing there.
I thought you just framed wallpaper.
No. Frame wallpaper.
I don't know what you guys do. The television, the single television in the household. Wow. Ooh. There's a tortoise shell. Look at that. And that's a real one. Wow. Maybe they found it somewhere.
Can I show?
Of course. Go ahead. Small shoes from a baby. Also left here. Wow. The bird shoes. Game of cards as well. And here we have some very, very lovely frames on the wall that have been hanging here for a long time. And again, first then you show all those hooks that are left behind over there. That definitely tells that this wall would be filled back in the time with different types of medals and stuff like that. Wow. Single couch. And then a lonely table in the middle of the room. Scythe. Very traditional Portuguese equipment for the fields. Take the weeds, take straw, bind it around it, put it away. But this device that we have over here, I'm not sure what it is. Is it something for the shoes maybe? If anybody knows what this device is, please let us know because I don't know. Do you know?
I have no idea.
No. There's also a very interesting table. Look at that upholstery table down here.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
You don't see that a lot.
Oh, it's like a little bit broken, but it's lovely. Okay, then there seems to be a doorway over here that leads us further. Yeah, I think I definitely know what this room was used for. Looking at the furniture and the simplicity of the room and the size of the room, you can definitely tell that this used to be the room of the one maid, the one servant that the family used to have in the house. She lived with the family, always she or he. We don't know if it was a man or a woman, but they definitely lived with the family. Ironing board, also here in the room. You can even see down below here, there's still a bucket of unfinished iron lying here on the floor. She probably moved with the family or moved back to where she came from in Portugal. Look at this. This was all that has been lying here for a long time. Wow, this was the last piece of clothing that she worked on. Maybe Maria asked, can you quickly iron this dress for me before we flee the country? And she never took it with her. Never. Wow. The bed completely fallen apart. Jeez. Oh, small. Definitely the maid's room.
Yeah.
Small. Ooh. Here we end up in another small section of the house. I think this whole section was for laundry work and storage and stuff like that. You can definitely see everything is narrow in here to conserve as much space for the rest of the rooms of the house. There's also an entrance way to the house. Here they could come in and go out. Ooh. This room is literally falling apart.
Yeah.
Seems like some sort of a storage area. There's nothing left of the roof. Oh my gosh. What are those books back there? Have you got any idea, Danny?
They have months written on them, so they might be
Something governmental.
governmental catalog. I don't know.
Accountancy maybe. And then
Oh,
this.
I didn't even saw it.
Yeah,
The
don't
whole-
walk in this room.
I
because
almost put my feet in there.
It's it doesn't really matter because the basement is not that deep in this house. There's actually no basement. There's only a crawl space underneath the house. Is that actually normal for houses to have basements in Portugal, or?
Not really. We normally, like, what do you call a crawl space? We just
Yeah.
lift the house like half a meter.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, if it floods, at least it doesn't flood the house.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we
see.
do. But normally, we have basements, but not as
You
common.
guys have more sheds, right, to put stuff
Yeah,
inside?
yeah.
Exactly. Also a bathroom for the maid over on this side. Lovely tile on the wall as well.
Very small.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. Oh. Again, here you can also look right to the sky. And it's not even a skylight, that still has to come. Come inside, Annie. Here we have the kitchen space, where the bellies would be filled with a maid would be working and cooking and making food for the family. I love the skylight that we have in this room. Wow. Also a very traditional and typical Portuguese kitchen, I must say. That's the bread oven back there.
Yep.
First off, I don't know what this ironwork is doing here on the floor and where it came from. This is definitely from the skylight, but what is this?
I have no idea.
Okay.
This looks like a gate.
Yeah, of some sort, something like that. Wow. The tile work around the oven. The oven itself completely made out of stone. Now we have the stove next to it. It seems like it has a crest inside of it. Beautiful piece. Wow, could put a kettle on top of here. Oh, this chimney is enormous and has been used heavily throughout the years. Ooh, it almost falls apart. So
Yeah.
don't think we should stand here for too long because we're making movements that could suddenly make it fall down. Oh, this is difficult to traverse. Ah, I wanted to. Oh, before I do that, Eddie, is it normal to have live animals inside of a kitchen?
No.
Because-
But those are bird cages.
So for chickens and something?
No, birds, little birds.
Oh, really? There's just pet animals.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
we have a lot of those. There's people that create them, like
I
make a
see.
lot of them.
So they had these birds inside of the kitchen. Wow. Food storage cabinet. There's still, yeah, I think that's a little bit stuck.
Yeah, this is stuck for sure.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna open that.
Break.
Couple of bottles left in there, but not much. Okay.
Oh, that's a very typical Portuguese figure.
Wow. Completely covered in spider webs as well. And then we have another cabinet over here. And one thing that directly draws my attention is the vase on this side. I love the vase that we have on here. Wow. And if you were hungry, gonna do it slowly. You could ring the bell. Okay, it's time to go back into the hallway. Oh my god, this room is terrible. See her looking over there, Mona. Are we allowed to go up the stairs? She's really judgmental. But we're now gonna make our way up to the most private parts of the palace, the bedrooms, most likely of the children. Let's go up. Oh, wonderful skylight here in the hallway. And this stairway, oh, look how it's covered with spider webs over the many years of abandonment. I think this is a house where, like, this house has one of the most spider webs, probably saying this wrong, of any house that I ever explored. Wow. This door is stuck. There's some sort of a storage / barn section. Is there also something down there?
Yeah, I can see. Oh yeah, I can see barrels.
Oh, wine barrels.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
can
there's
see
so
a gate
barn
also.
attached to this house as well. We
Probably.
should check that out later and maybe at the end of the video show
Yeah.
that. Oh, there's even. Okay, we have to be very careful
Yeah,
up
this
here, Danny.
floor.
This is dangerous, but.
Yeah, but at the bathroom you can
let's
see it.
slowly traverse this. See a very traditional. Let me maybe take the camera from you. Very traditional Portuguese bathroom. And you can see the sink. See a lot in Spanish and Portuguese houses. There's no running water so far as I can see inside of this bathroom. Wow. There you go, sir. Okay, let's go slowly over this. Oh my gosh, it's dangerous. Here we have a first bedroom. You can see the floor is literally caving in. There's nothing much to see in here except for the vanity back there. Wow. This one, also one of the children's bedrooms. The toys are all still in the corner. They were not allowed to take their toys with them. That's very sad. They probably only had limited space when they fled to another country. Here is yet another bedroom. Wow.
Wow. 84, 82, I see a lot of calendars.
Oh yeah. 1987 was the last date that the owners still lived in this place. And we have a big mess. Probably when they were about to leave the country, they were like scratching everything together, like as fast as possible. I think one last. Oh, this one is still pretty nice. Oh my god.
Pretty nice.
It's a big hole.
Wow.
Over there on the floor. Be very, very careful in here, Danny.
I will.
Oh my. This is about to fall any minute. You are crazy going over there.
I'm good.
Wow. That's definitely also one of the children's bedrooms. Hey, that's familiar.
Yep.
The Crying Boy. A painting that we see a lot in Portugal. I think we saw two places with this painting.
Places.
So
yeah.
I will link one of them, my favorite ones up here. This is a house in Portugal that we completely cleaned up. And we also found this wonderful painting. I think a bigger one than this.
Yeah.
There. A lovely bed.
Very small.
Everything's still on it. What do you have over that side? Oh.
More children's toys.
Stroller, children, even
Yeah.
a pack of cigarettes on the nightstand, you see it?
Yeah.
Back in the time, children smoked from a very young age. It was common. Oh, whenever I look at this, I get shivers on my spine.
Yeah. You can literally see how the house is made with the rocks.
Very big stone blocks
Yeah.
were used to construct this. And there's also a terrace in this room. So
Yeah,
whoever
but-
lived here, yeah, be careful, sir.
I will.
Whoa. That's the empty room downstairs that we're standing above.
Oh. Yeah.
Look inside this chest. The spiders have made it their home. Wow. That's wonderful. Okay, let's see if we can find a way towards that shed. Danny, I think over here, if we go through this window in the servant's bedroom, we have to see that the neighbors are not outside. But yeah, okay. Slowly. Oh, wow, we come onto the terrace of the palace. It's amazing. Oh, it's super hot outside today. Oh. Here we can see the front of the place. Sir?
Hello.
There you go. Okay, slowly go down here. Oh my gosh. It's hot. Oh, there's the barn. But come over here first. Wow. That's gorgeous. You can see tile on the side of the house and paintwork and everything. Oh my. I absolutely adore this house. This palace, I must say. Let's check out that barn. You think they produced wine themselves in here?
Probably, yeah.
So would that be a job for the maid?
No. The maid doesn't produce wine.
Okay, so that would be the owners themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can see this enormous grape press over here to press the grapes they got from the fields and start making it into wine. A lot of Portuguese places, doesn't matter if it's a farmhouse or a palace, have facilities to produce their own small portion of wine. And that's actually absolutely wonderful. Such a unique tradition.
Yeah.
And you guys need to
Still do it.
we
still do it.
Yesterday we were in a hotel, or tonight actually, and we got a locally produced bottle of wine. It was lovely, and you can see the grapes growing in front of the hotel, and that's literally what you're drinking.
It's beautiful.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Oh, look at this. Big barrels. They would actually produce a good quantity of wine in here.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's normally produced once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And they storage for
But
all
they probably
year.
also sold some of the wines, right? Locally.
No, not here. Doesn't look like it. This looks more of a homemade, just.
Own consumption.
Yeah, because we produce like once or twice a year, and they have to have for the whole year.
But are you guys alcoholics?
No, this is not much.
It's not much.
Imagine 3 cups, 4 cups a day.
I think
Come on.
in the standards, 3 or 4 cups a day is alcoholism.
No,
It
I
doesn't
don't.
matter. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Fantastic place and a fantastic story of the Silva family. I absolutely adored going through this house, a beautiful Portuguese palace, and I want to thank you all so much for coming with us and enjoying this place together with us. Big thanks to Danny behind the camera. His links are in the description for his YouTube channel.
Thank you.
And with that all said, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write us a nice comment down there what you thought about this video. There's also a link in the description for Patreon. There you can support the channel and help us go around the world and capture these magnificent places. With that all said, thank you so much for watching this week's video, and we will see you next week in another epic adventure. Bye bye, I love you very much.